Oh, hey, here are some of the season 4 episodes of Star. Oh, wait, it's the last season? It's in your background. Oh, that's Space Unicorn?
Space unicorn.
Alright, cool.
That's
Hopefully.
just perfect right there.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah, I'm
yeah.
gonna keep it right there.
Alright. Yeah, hopefully that brief second of the
I
song
was gonna
isn't.
do a whole thing where you start and then I was gonna be listening to the song and the song was gonna be playing. I'm like, oh hi.
uh,
But it did not work out.
yeah, unfortunately. Well,
Okay.
at least I got at this. My
Yeah, and now I
Starco
have a
flag.
little background for my video.
Yeah. Oh,
Yeah.
and also back there, in case people follow me on Instagram, this is the literally my Starco flag that I designed. Back there, that purple pinkish flag, that's the Moon River, the second best starship. But of course, that's my opinion, and not to anger the shippers. So, yes, we finally got more information on season 4. Finally, have new details on new episodes, and unfortunately, as Daron Nefcy said, and this has been long rumored, this is gonna be the last season of Star.
The time must come, and apparently the time is near.
Yep, the sun is setting on the Butterfly Empire.
It was a good run.
Yeah. Which, to be fair, 4 seasons, which for a Disney show, that's actually quite long.
Yeah, that's pretty decent. I mean, we've gotten a lot. We've gotten a lot from those
I mean, to be
seasons.
fair, like both Gravity Falls and Wander only got 2 seasons, right?
That's true,
Yeah.
huh?
So basically,
Oh,
Star got really lucky in that it
yeah,
got
I got
doubled.
twice as many. That's big.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now, I know that it's been like long rumored that season 4 would be the last one. You know, I've seen like people go running around social media claiming that it was the last season even before or Daron FC confirmed that it was. And the reason I personally held back on talking about it is because it wasn't confirmed. Like,
Yeah, and
yeah,
that's a big point right there because once you start talking about it just like willy-nilly, it starts being ingrained and then everyone trips out because it's like, no, nobody actually verified that this was going to happen. But
yeah.
we got the verification now.
hmm
It's a thing.
Yeah, unfortunately. I mean, because most of the rumors came from like deleted tweets or, you know, that rumored gallery nucleus event that
Yeah,
was
I
taken
remember
down.
me
So,
the description of what it was supposed to be.
hmm
Yeah.
yeah. So, unfortunately, that's it. Season 4. This is, this is Leon FC's bowing out. But
Prepare
so,
yourselves, everyone.
yeah. Which I'm sure in some way is also going to make fans even more excited because up until now Star has gotten really really crazy, so that just means the 4th season they're just going to go out for bang probably
Oh.
in a series where where it's gone on with a bang quite a few times, definitely more than I could have expected. I
Well, if
mean,
it's anything like Steven Universe is, it's gonna be great
mhm.
because Steven Universe has been doing great, and now it's gonna end, and I don't know what I'm gonna do with my life.
Same here. Yeah. But this whole feeling of like this being the last season of Star, I know I just like wanted to say it honestly feels like I feel like back when Avatar The Last Airbender ended in season 3 in that it's in another way it's almost like when I watch like an Olympic closing ceremony. It's like, it's so great and you're very eager to watch it. But like in the case of the Olympics, when I see, the president of the International Olympic Committee announces that the games are closed, and we hope to see you in 4 years. I call upon the world to come to the next Olympics in the 4 years, and you see the sneak peek for the next Olympics. You just have this like feeling of, oh, like you're excited for like, what may come next, but it's like, oh, but we have to say goodbye. I can't believe this moment now is going to be part of the past.
No, and the thing is, at least with the Olympics, they're gonna come back in like a few years, but
Star, we don't know.
Nope, no way of knowing whatsoever except waiting.
Yeah, the only thing, I mean, technically, like I could see where like maybe Star gets a sequel series, just like what happened with Korra.
Maybe.
Nice thing if they ever do a sequel series. Well, I wonder what maybe they could do one where like if Star and Marco hook up, if maybe they're takes place years later when they're adults and now their kid is the star of the show, but Star and Marco kind of become the secondary characters.
Well, then would that be like how they did with Naruto?
Yeah. I mean, we're already seeing that in the fan fiction. Yeah, I mean, we've seen it in, like, the fan fiction community. People coming up with stories of what's it like when Star and Marco become king and their kid is now this. There's even, like, this whole stupid, like, I shouldn't use the word stupid, but it's kind of silly. This whole Star Coast Citadel, which is literally a ship full of the kids that the fans came up with. So
why am I not surprised?
But the gist of it is, it's, there's possibilities for a sequel, but until now, we just have to enjoy what's left of Star. By the way, to clarify, this is not the full, like, season 4. I know people were scared that Disney Channel was just gonna bomb the entire 4th season in, like, 1 month, but it looks like this is, I believe, the first 13 episodes of season 4. Daron Nefcy herself said there will be more. Hopefully it won't take forever for more episodes to come out. But let's just go ahead and analyze the list of the episodes. I sent you the picture with the episode names, right, Gabby?
Yes, I'm pulling it up right now.
Mm-hmm.
All right. First one I see here, Butterfly Follies.
Which... You remember, I think it was the New York Comic Con clip, remember there was that stage show that was basically just slamming River or Star and, River and Star. But,
yeah.
It's like being King of Beauty is the best job that I ever married into. And then...
Oh, wait, no. It was the other way around, where it's like, they, what was it that, No, it was when they put Princess Ponyhead as, like, Star's
only friend, and then made Marco feel insecure, to put it
like,
lightly. Oh. Yeah. So basically...
Yeah, I remember.
Mm-hmm. So basically, it's probably going to be that. I'm just wondering, what are they going to do for the entire episode, though? Like, because
that's a good question.
Yeah, because like they're not gonna win back the trust of the human people within one episode unless they're that easy to convince.
I mean, they do seem pretty fickle.
Yeah. I mean, it's like Star saves the day, but instead you look at it as I'm destroying the Great Butterfly Legacy instead of saving the day.
I don't see how they went straight up there just out of nowhere, but I guess that's what we're gonna find out.
Yeah. I don't know, like, are we gonna see, like, Star, trying to do, like, good things or stuff? The other question I have, I think I heard some people wonder if Star, Marco, and River are now kicked out of Butterfly Castle because now Eclipsa is queen, but I can't see Eclipsa doing that.
No, I definitely can't see her doing that either.
Mm-hmm. I mean, just with that logic, Marco shouldn't even be living in Butterfly Castle when Moon was queen.
I wouldn't go so far as to say that.
Yeah, but you get my point in that she's not gonna kick them out just because she's queen now. It's not because
No, no,
especially
no. And the thing is that I've pointed this out before, where it seems like Eclipse really has no interest whatsoever in ruling.
really, like I know you
Yeah,
pointed this
I
out
mean,
before,
what
but
has
it's
been her whole motive? She's shown no interest in the crown, no interest in the power that comes with the wand that's passed down. She already has her own magic. Mm. The only thing she's been talking about and saying she really wants to do is get back with her love and her child. But she already has a child. Now we just
yeah,
need to get the guy.
yeah,
And
a
I
child
think
who
that's
grew
her.
up, lived a very bad life, and now she's a baby again.
Yes.
And as indicated by, there was a Japanese Star trailer that we're gonna talk about here, where
Yes.
they show scary baby Meteora, and they
Evil
were
baby monster.
yeah.
Monster
And
baby.
as the round table pointed out, it looks like Eclipse is putting up all this like scaffolding to get to free her monster husband Globgor.
Yeah, pretty much. If there is any interest she has in the power that comes with being in charge of the castle, that would be her main interest, just to get him out of there. And she'll be like, I don't give a dang, I'm getting out of here. See y'all later. I'm gonna go live my life.
Eating chocolate?
Eating chocolate with her husband. That's how you do it. They can be adorable couch potatoes together, just munching on chocolate and binge watching TV. That could be a thing, sure.
Well, actually, considering how Eclipse's life has been really crazy, being crystallized, and how people were basically trying to tell her, you can't marry a monster husband. And actually, if they're just like, just sort of hanging out, maybe that's actually a,
yeah,
a blessing.
I can totally see her doing that. Like, so far, she's just been really chill as a person, and I'm like, how does she get in so much craziness? Like, I mean, the only thing that one would have questions about her with is her dark magic, but even she doesn't seem to see it as dark magic. It could just be that, she has some sort of misconstruement, or people are just scared because she's really powerful. I mean, besides her, the only person who's had that amount of power or shown that they have the potential for it is Star.
Yeah, just like what Baby said in that episode where, oh, I haven't seen a as powerful a person since Eclipsa.
Exactly. So, it could just be that, too. So, again, like, there's no real reason to believe she's actually out to get anyone.
Yeah.
Besides save her husband.
I am curious to see, are they going to show where she discovered dark magic? I know some people are going to say, go read the magic book of spells, and maybe there's the answer there. But I'm kind of
I haven't heard of anything coming out of that. And even then, if they did have anything in the book of spells, it would most likely be what she wrote in it, not necessarily any form of origin, because it doesn't seem to be somewhere where they log the origin of anything that they write. It's just the person adds to it as they see fit.
Yeah, possibly. Okay.
I don't have a copy of the book though, guys, so don't take my word for it.
Yeah, I feel like I would have to read up on that again. But anyway, moving on. Speaking of Magic Book of Spells, because I know I'm gonna pull it out sometime in this video. Give me a second. It's my copy.
Yay!
And I know I probably pointed this out before, but
oh. That's it.
Yeah.
That's how you do it.
Yeah. But seriously, not to make the people watching this jealous, if you get the chance to meet Daron Nefcy, you really, really should. She's super friendly and chill.
Yeah, she's really cool. She's really chill.
Mm-hmm. But anyway, next episode on this list, Escape from the Pie Folk.
Pie folk. Are they people made of pie or people that eat pie?
Yeah.
If they're people that eat pie, I could join them. I love pie.
Me too. You want to know what's my favorite pie flavor?
Sure.
Pie flavor.
Oh, God. I baked you a pie. Oh, boy. What flavor is it? Pie flavor.
Yeah. So, anyway, now, for people who have read this book and have seen the Japanese promo, we see a very short scene where Moon, I think, gives Star a pie. Actually, it was either the Independence Day pie or the pie of the red. I can't pronounce the word. I'll have the name in the video. But basically, a tomato pie. So the pie folk, like.
Oh, you mentioned the tomato pie before, huh?
Yeah, I was honestly thinking of making it at some point because me and my sister like to cook. I have these screenshots here. I'll also put one in the video.
Now you get to see the behind the scenes. Wait, what was that?
Well, because the way they shaped the butterfly on the pie is, it looks like the Independence Day pie. Oh, you're pulling it up?
Yeah. Okay, I'm gonna mute my thing, so don't worry, you're not gonna hear any weird thing. I'm just gonna look for the pie so that we can see it.
Okay.
And I might even move the tablet around. Yes, I'm recording on a tablet right here, guys. So
there's no shame in it.
I do end up moving the camera.
Yeah. See?
Yes, we got it. Here we go. Come on, guys. Come with me. Go and see a place called Candied Island. And we'll see pie, too. There we go.
Yeah. Because literally the way the pie crust is shaped, it looks like the Independence Day pie with the holes and how they have the butterfly as like this kind of loop shape.
Ooh, do you have the picture from the book?
Yeah, because I'll show you from the book, Abby, but I'll have it because look at how it looks.
Definitely, that straight up looks like
it's Independence Day pie, and basically the Comet was basically the one who was known for her pies, and she basically used the pies as basically like a peace offering.
Peace offering?
Yeah.
Ooh, I think that might actually fit into the story.
Mm-hmm.
This could very well. Plus, her mom's on board with her on getting a better relationship between humans and monsters.
Mm-hmm.
I think that's what we're looking at right here.
Yeah.
Very possibly.
Mm-hmm. And I'm just wondering, who's the pie folk? Are they like the only people left on Muni that know about Comet's pies? Or I don't...
Maybe it's that guy that comes out in the thing. Did you see him?
Yeah?
I don't know who he is, but he seems suspicious.
Mm-hmm. Well, we'll find out. I just find it like weird. It's like the pie folk? Like, seriously, who's the...
Maybe there's a person that lives inside the pie?
Mm-hmm.
Maybe people who live for destroying pies? I have no idea.
Yeah, I have no idea. There's not much to go off other than, it's in basically the butterfly's history to make pies. By the way, that bit where Star's wearing the chef hat, when I see characters in chef hats, I just can't help but picture or Gordon Ramsay going around screaming at his cooks and telling them to...
Where's the lamb sauce?
I don't know. I'm not saying I want Star to get, Ramsay'd, but I just can't help it. Although I will say I always entertain the idea of Ramsay playing a character on Star.
Oh yes, and he's done bits before, he's done cameos.
Yeah, I remember he played a character in like a Mickey cartoon once.
Yeah, I think I remember that.
Mm-hmm. But I don't know. I doubt we're gonna.
And he actually plays himself in the new Rocky and Bullwinkle show.
Huh. Wow.
Yes, there's like a whole thing where he's even the host of like this cooking competition.
Mm-hmm.
And he even talks with Rocky because Rocky has like stage fright. So he's like, you gotta get out there and you gotta overcome this. You got this. Do it for your friend. It's all cool. And it's Gordon Ramsay. That sounded so much more boring than it actually is in the show.
Mm-hmm.
I recommend it.
Yeah.
Okay.
And speaking of that Moon clip, the next episode is apparently called Moon Remembers. Now, the last time we saw Moon, she was in that magic dimension with the yellow water. But
she's just tripped out, huh?
Yeah. Although it's mainly because when you're on that dimension, you basically lose your memory.
Exactly.
So Moon remembers. It's funny though because when Star came back from dimension, when she was with Moon, like she pretty much had her memory back. So what happened? Did Moon trip out so much that even when she comes back to me, because remember that unicorn that she was like, oh, you don't belong here, and she sends both Moon and Star, assuming Moon sends her back. Yeah. So Moon remembers. Okay, that's really freaky.
Well, the thing is, wasn't. Oh, that's right. Because I was gonna say, wasn't she trying to keep her memory intact?
That was Star.
Yeah, that's why with reminders. If she was doing that and she did manage to get one more reminder so that she'd be able to get out, then that would explain how she doesn't have the problem with lack of memory, because, she herself took care of her own memories by reminding herself who she is and all that. But the last thing we see is that she is out of reminders and she just gets lost with her mom.
Yeah. And then the unicorn sends them back, right?
Exactly. So we could argue that she did have significantly less time losing her memory. Perhaps. But there's no clear-cut way to see just exactly how the logic in that dimension actually works.
Yeah. It's weird, though, because the time before that, when Star, basically got thrown in that dimension, you remember in that episode when Marco's trying to get her back? I would say, well, when she sees Marco, talking to her for that portal, she, pretty much, remembers who she is. I guess I was always under the mindset of once you come back from that place, your memory's okay. But then again, I would say there's maybe a slim possibility that in Star's case, at least she had, some kind of reminders.
Yeah, and even in the first instance that she got stuck there, she did not have that much time having lost her memory, if I remember correctly. At least not as much as Moon probably had.
Yeah. So to be fair, it could be possible. Although,
again, it's just a speculation. We have no way to verify that's how it works.
Yeah. So we just don't really know. I mean, hopefully, I know that, I think Roundtable said, I don't mean to keep bringing them up. They said that maybe it's possible that because the Book of Spells in the show is gone. So, it's possible they may have to kind of jog Moon's memory to, make
what,
the
though?
peace pie.
Oh, what the? Oh.
I don't even know. I'm even wondering, does Star even know about the pies in the show? In the book she does, but if, Marco pulled her aside, would she know instantly, oh yeah, my grandma was known for making pies?
It's tough to say then.
Yeah, that's really tough to say. But I guess we'll just have to see the episode to find out. I'm kind of inclined to believe the Roundtable and that maybe that's the case, where they kind of have to jog Moon's memory. Or at least I think it's possible. Or
Yeah, that
maybe
makes
they'll.
sense. I could see that happening too.
I don't know. Maybe Star comes across like a recipe, and she was like and maybe that gets her into thinking, oh yeah, my grandma was no pies and that kind of thing.
Possibly.
Mm-hmm. So yeah, we'll just have to wait and see though. Next episode, swimsuit.
Swift.
Okay, that one I'm really not sure. My best guesses are just like it could honestly be anything. I mean, I don't know, swimsuit. Maybe it takes place in Lava Lake Beach or that scary dolphin dimension that's
Oh God.
mentioned in the Star Marco's Guide to Mastering Every Dimension. I mean, who knows? I mean, do you have any good guesses on what swimsuit could?
No, none at all.
Okay, so I guess we could move on then, right?
Hmm?
Okay, ransom-gram, which sounds like ransom, because when I think ransom, like Gabby, what are you doing?
I'm just looking at the. I'm blind, guys. I'm just like really getting up there because I have a tiny screen, so I'm reading the title.
Okay, well, ransom-gram, which sounds
There.
like a mix between Instagram and somebody getting kidnapped, and so
Yeah,
and so won't let them go unless they give them, I don't know, a ton of money, or in the case of Star, a ton of corn.
that could that could be something. I don't
I
know.
don't know. For all I know, it could be Ludo kidnapping Moon and telling Star or Marco, I won't let her go unless you give me 300 bags of corn. But that's just my best guess.
I mean, didn't Ludo actually get a little corn crazy?
Yeah,
Yeah.
to say the least.
The next one sounds interesting though. Lake House Fever.
Chaos Fever,
Making me think of Cabin in the Woods.
which I'm
Maybe
not familiar
Buff
with.
Frog?
Huh?
Maybe something happens with Buff Frog?
Which the last time we saw Buff Frog, he left Muni with the monsters.
Yeah, that,
And we
yeah.
I mean, and we don't know where they went. Wow, just 3 straight episodes of we don't know what's gonna happen. Okay, next one. Yada yada berries. Which, when I first saw this post, I thought it said Yoda Yoda berries.
Yoda, Yoda berries.
Like, the Star Wars character.
Talk backwards, you will.
I mean, Star's a Disney franchise. Who knows? Maybe Yoda will show up. But
Possibly.
yada yada.
No.
Like, yada yada. What happens when you eat yada yada berries? You just stop, like, you just ramble and ramble all day long. You don't stop talking, like, just like what I'm doing now. I'm just rambling, and I cannot stop. Please help me, somebody. I can't stop rambling. Like,
I'm thinking like what happens with the grown-ups and the peanuts, where you eat the berries, and then whenever somebody else talks, it's just wah 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 wah. Just gibberish, just nothing.
yeah, I don't know. I mean, do you have
It
any
could
other?
be either. It could be either. I think your idea works too.
Yeah, but I don't. Oh! The inner shipper in me has been awakened. What happens if, like, this is just me being stupid? What if, like, Marco eats it and basically he just admits all, like, his true feelings about Star?
I can honestly see that happening. I can. That may very well be a thing.
I don't know. Then it just feels like Naysaya again, except instead of, Jackie, it's Star.
Yes. But isn't he still with Jackie, or did that?
No, don't you remember? Relatively beginning of season 3, they just said it's over.
Right. I forgot that.
So I don't know, or
Yeah,
who knows what happens if both Marco and Star get their hands on the berries and they start talking about each other.
Oh.
I don't know. Stop me before the inner shipper me just keeps going. Anyway, down by the
Next
river,
one.
which river, as in Star's dad, King River?
Maybe?
Maybe. I mean, I just can't help but think that if River's in the name, River's got to be involved. Or
Yeah, I'm thinking that too.
mm-hmm. I
It's
mean,
such
who
a weird play on words, though.
is it?
I mean, not that it doesn't make sense. Like, yeah, it's a saying that people say, but then we're like, it sounds like you're saying you're gonna be right next to river, like literally, just like, oh yeah. And it's like, what?
In
I
that
think I'm
sense,
thinking of it
it's
too literally. I'm thinking of it too literally.
yeah. I mean, it's just really hard to like put the pieces together. I mean, does this
Yeah.
mean we're gonna see River? Are we gonna meet the Johansson? I mean, well, we've met the Johansson clan before, but they've never been to the Johansson kingdom per se in the show.
Right. Maybe. Or might be an episode focused on River. Possibly?
Perhaps.
Perhaps.
I'm just like wondering though, what could it possibly be if it's River centric?
Maybe he learns to work on making his own decisions better since like we saw how he was without Moon. He proved to be fairly dependent on her.
Yeah.
So now having to fend without her, he might and not having all the commodities of the probably running out of whatever she had prepared for him. Like, how she had outfits prepared for him and stuff. He probably ran out of that, and he might be learning how to do stuff on his own.
The
Maybe.
difference this time is now assumingly Eclipse is on the throne, so what does River have to do other than, taking care of Star or as her dad?
Well, yeah, but think of how much effort that would take for someone like River.
And again, it's
That is
possible
gonna take a
maybe.
lot of brain power. Like, not that he's a bad dad,
hmm
not at all.
He's definitely carrying dad, that's
Oh,
for
yeah.
sure.
But as far as like making sure food's made, making sure chores are done, and even though let's say Moon wasn't in charge of that herself for the most part in the castle, you gotta know she was on top of everyone who was doing it.
hmm
And for someone, because I know a little bit how it is when, like there's one person centered around making sure everything in the house works really well.
hmm
It's really easy for other people to just forget how much has to go into it. So he could be like, oh, shoot, all this has to be done and there's nobody else to do it. I have to do it. How do you do it? I've never done it in my whole life.
hmm Yeah, I don't know. I'm
Yeah,
kind of concerned. It sounds like a filler episode, to be
does.
quite honest.
It does.
I
could
it's just.
be completely off, though.
Yeah, mainly because, we don't really have much context or even
Right.
hints by that name. Because we've seen, episodes where, River comes along with Star, like the Bog Vista Bogaba and camping trip. I'm wondering, is it going to be another one of those episodes?
That's the other thing I'm thinking of, whether it's just like he just goes out into the wilderness. Because that's what makes sense to him.
That gets me concerned because that sounds like rehash territory.
Mm.
I don't know. I hope not. I hope it's not. All right. I don't know. Let's just move on. The Ponyhead Show.
Ponyhead Show.
I'm just wondering with that name, what would happen if Ponyhead just took over the show and it's like completely her breaking the fourth wall?
Oh, jeez. I don't know. That can either be really fun or really annoying.
Yeah. For this one, there is kind of... We don't know if this particular screenshot came from the episode. There was that bit in the Japanese trailer where the Ponyheads give Eclipsa a makeover.
Right, so that's what was happening there. Okay.
Again, thank you, Roundtable, for clarifying. I honestly didn't recognize her as Eclipsa.
How, though? No, that was absolutely her. For me, what tripped me out was the haircut. Like, I still recognized her, but I'm like, whoa, what's with the haircut?
Then again, don't you remember what Star looked like when she was Goth Star?
Yes. Straight up, this is like pretty much the same haircut.
Yeah.
Except the Ponyheads might have actually shaved Eclipse's hair.
Yeah, because I remember there was that bald spot.
Yeah.
Which I'm sure triggers a lot of Eclipsa fans.
You saw it with Star too when she did it.
Yeah.
But Star did it through magic to begin with.
Mm-hmm.
She didn't actually like.
Yeah, I mean, in Star's case, I'm sure there's people out there who are gonna freak, but she could always use her wand to grow her hair back, assumingly.
Yeah.
But given what happened with Marco's beard, I don't want to imagine what that's like if that goes wrong.
Oh God. Well, Eclipsa could probably do it herself.
Yeah.
And she has enough experience for that probably not to happen.
Yeah, especially since she has the wand now.
Oh, that's true.
Yeah.
You're forgetting.
I know. Funny enough, I'm bringing them up again, but Roundtable was saying in their video that it's that they think that maybe they're trying to give Eclipse a makeover because she's seen as the Queen of Darkness, and she basically learns to, do things her own way.
Maybe?
I don't know. Like, when I saw their video, I thought it's possible, but I'm not really sure.
What I could see happening is that Ponyhead looks at Eclipsa, sees that she's really dark, and think, oh no, we gotta switch you up, girl. We gotta make you more spicy.
Yeah.
But it's just a guess. I don't know if she'd go full on like punk with her. I mean, she went full on punk.
Or is it gonna be a kind of thing where like a Ponyhead goes to Eclipsa and says, hey, can we give you a little makeover? And they gradually put more stuff on her, and when it gets too much, Eclipsa is like, no, I like who I am.
Yeah, I can see that. Yeah. I don't, or it could be like a thing where they just have a television show, where the television show is about giving people makeovers. And so they just pick her out of randomness, and so they're like, we're gonna give you a makeover, yay!
Like, the Ponyheads have their own, like, fashion TV series.
Yeah. Like, Ponyhead doing it for her equivalent of YouTube.
Yeah, it's possible. Again, though, kind of sounds like filler, but then again, it could be fun, I guess.
I mean, I don't know. Again, I could be completely off, just like with the other one.
But it just kind of sounds, like a little, like just kind of out of nowhere, kind of baseless. I don't know. It doesn't sound like it's tied to the main star story, but then again, it could be possible that, it's a filler episode.
Well, so far they'd only be like 2 episodes like that, and I wouldn't put it past them to have like 1 or 2 filler episodes.
Yeah. I mean, then again, could you imagine if like every episode on this list is like a main story episode?
That would be intense.
Yeah. I mean, let's just put it at if that was the case, I'd probably need blood pressure medication.
Oh God.
Great. Now I'm just picturing myself on a stretcher tied to like an IV, just trying to get like, oh God, yeah. And then it's like basically Mad Max on crack.
Oh shoot.
Like,
Oh my god.
here we go again, and somehow starting off with Star and then going off to some kind of crazy extreme. Moving on, surviving these spider bites, which I think there's like several possibilities for who's gonna be in it. Although the name Spider Bites, doesn't that sound like the princess of the was it the Kingdom of Spiders? I think her name was like Penelope or something like that.
What? From where?
Because on Muni, there's literally a kingdom of like the people of the spider bites or something like that. Let me look that up. Remember there was that character in the green dress with the big infection?
Oh, right.
Which was healed at the end of season 2.
Ew.
Yeah, Princess Penelope Spider-Bite. I'll have a picture of this character.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Oh, by the way, if Daron Nefcy watches that video, that's also the name of my sister.
Oh, that's right. Oh, shoot.
So, yeah. So,
I mean, possibly. Yeah, that makes a lot of sense. What I was thinking originally was Ludo's spider.
yeah, like that's what I thought at first, but then when I considered there's literally a kingdom in Muni, it's literally the Forest of Unlikely Spider Bites. That's what it's called.
Yeah, that makes a lot more sense, though. They might actually be going through that forest then, if that's a thing.
Mm-hmm. But as for how this time...
Could even be guiding them through to get them through safe.
What?
She could be their guide, possibly. They bring her back to guide them through the forest.
Mm-hmm. I'm just wondering, I'm not saying they're going to do this, but what would happen if, like, they make the butt of the joke, although this is something they would do in season 1, where, like, Marco's the one that just gets bit by spiders, and by the end of it, he looks like he's swelled up like a balloon.
Oh, God.
Remember the party bus episode in the first season where Marco just kept on getting car sick, and by the end...
yeah.
He looked absolutely awful. And they did that close-up shot of where he's just disgusting and green.
Oh, jeez.
I mean, I don't know. I don't think they'll do that. That sounds like something they would do in the first season, but at this point, I don't know.
I don't know. We'll have to see the episode. I wouldn't put it completely past them.
Mm-hmm. Actually, come to think of it, Marco is kind of been like the butt of the joke. Like, remember when he was clipping his sensei's toenails and the toenails got in his eye?
Ew, I forgot that.
And then in the Death Peck episode, he's like kind of sentenced to 1,000 pecks, and he just gets pecked and pecked and pecked and pecked and pecked by the pigeon.
I forgot that one too. Oh my god. Yeah, I definitely wouldn't put it past them to do that.
Mm-hmm. So, but I don't know. What would they be doing in the Forest of Unlikely Spider Bites, though?
Well, that's the question, because even looking at from where we started, it looks like they're moving around either to escape something or to get towards some destination. But the question is where and why.
Yeah, especially since, now that Meteor is back into being a baby, the only two possible villains left are Globgore and Ludo. Or if Toffee comes back.
That's what I'm thinking.
Oh boy.
Go out with a bang, man.
Oh boy.
Go out with a bang.
And they still have to explain the skulls with the spade cheek marks. Remember in Moon the Undaunted?
Yeah, that's true. You never got any answer to that.
Yeah, will we find out this season? Maybe. Is it possible Eclipse a wrong Toffee?
I mean, he has been the biggest, baddest villain we've seen throughout these whole seasons.
Mm-hmm.
He's been the mastermind even working. What didn't he? No, he didn't work with Meteora, but
No, he didn't.
no, but I mean, even compared to her, like okay, he didn't work with her, but even seeing that, like that's nothing compared to what he's been doing.
Yeah.
I mean, not to mention that there has also been no explanation, no clear explanation for his motives besides just wanting power. And there's no sense of spite. There's no sense of redeemability. He's just an evil entity, even a strong evil entity. And we gotta know what's going on with him, guys. I mean, I don't think we've learned everything that we can about him.
No, especially not with the the skulls.
Yeah, his shields. Yeah, or well, like his like arm pieces. I don't know what you would call them.
Yeah. So I don't know. Like I'm so like intimidated by Toffee that like when he got axed in Battle for Unity, I was just like, phew.
Whoa.
But is he gone? Or is he...
That's the thing. We never got anything to say that... We never had any form of confirmation that he wouldn't be coming back, ever.
Yeah.
So it's still a possibility. How? I have no idea. But they'll find a way. They'll find a way.
Yeah, in a show where we never saw Golden Puberty Star get up again. Where nobody saw this... Her stand. Where we didn't expect her to come. They'll figure out something that we're probably not
definitely.
even remotely thinking
I mean,
of.
that's not even that. Puberty Star isn't even the first twist they pulled on us. I mean, I still remember. Was it the ending of the first season?
Mm-hmm. Where she destroys the mom?
My jaw dropped, man. That was intense.
Yeah. Uh-oh. This stand... I might have said it in my butterfly mode unboxing video, but this stand is weird. But, okay, so... Surviving spider bites. Well, we'll have to wait and see. Or who knows, maybe that they're escaping Globgore or something.
Well, I'm wondering what the next one is, though. Out of business.
Yeah, isn't that the... Who's running a store on Unity?
Ludo? Nah.
Nah.
I don't know.
Doesn't sound like a good title, though. Oh, out of business. Like, I'm not saying it's a bad episode name. I'm just saying, who went out of business?
I'm wondering if it's not implying the context that we're looking at it through.
Like, somebody that doesn't have anything to do anymore?
No. More like, instead of how we're thinking, like, what I first thought was, you know, somebody who sells stuff going out of business, like, literally. But what if someone's actually, like, ended? Like, what if Toffee comes back and they finally figure out how to put an end to him for good?
Mm-hmm.
And that could be possibly either where they managed to do it, though I don't know.
Middle of the season, though.
Is it? That's closer to the end, man. There's like...
No, I said this is not the full list of season 4 episodes. Darren said that there's more on the way. It's just they're probably going to come out on a later date.
Oh, right. Okay, then. Shoot.
So, it's possible.
Maybe it's, maybe then it could be where they first figure out what they can do. And so that's how, like the beginning of the end kind of thing. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Possibly. What if it is Toffee they're running from? That would make so much sense.
Or Globgore.
I don't know. Globgore just seems like a gentle giant. Yeah, he looks scary when he's crystallized because he was freaking crystallized. I think he'd want to protect himself there.
Mm-hmm.
But when we look at like how Eclipse depicts him, he just looks like a big softie.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't know if I would think that Globgor would be a villain.
It's possible.
Also, did we ever figure out why Glosser kept saying that? Was it just because he was trying to tell him the name of Eclipse's partner, or do you think there might be more to that?
I honestly don't know. It's weird though because I think we all thought, oh, Glogor is just a random word, but then we found out that that's the name of Eclipse's husband, which again, clever twist, but it's just like, oh snap.
Yeah, but again, it wasn't put in any context to make it seem foreboding, really. More like Glossaric was familiar with him.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm thinking more than anything, what if he comes to their aid?
Perhaps.
Who knows? Oh, maybe they can finally get like a whole group together. Get like the humans and the monsters together to team up and beat the heck out of Toffee.
Wonder how that's gonna go. No, I'm not saying it wouldn't work. I'm just like, well, first they would have to convince the humans that, hey, Star and her family is very powerful and useful and they want to help people, not destroy a stuff and just sit around.
Well, that's the thing. That's why a lot of monsters already trust Star. They may not trust the rest of the family, but they definitely trust Star.
Mm-hmm.
And once they see that the family is behind her, those who really need to be won over, I could see, like an act like what we saw with the pie actually working really well. So then you start getting a bunch of humans and monsters together to fight a common evil.
Mm.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well,
because who knows? If it is Toffee, I wouldn't be surprised if it's like he didn't give a dang about monsters either, even though he probably is one himself.
Mm-hmm.
Like he probably just doesn't care about anyone.
Yeah. Yeah, especially when you consider when he just had Ludo's monsters, completely turn on Ludo.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. So, yeah, I can definitely see that happening.
It's possible. Okay, next episode, Kelly's World, which... Kelly?
The one with the boyfriend who lives in her hair?
Mm-hmm. Or maybe even is her hair? But anyway, Kelly's World, which I'm wondering, are we going back to Goblin Dogs?
Hopefully, maybe? No, I don't think so, no.
Mm-hmm. Huh, what?
Curse of the Blood Moon. That one sounds interesting.
Well, wait, so we don't really have much to say about Kelly's World other than Kelly's probably going to be there?
It sounds like another filler episode.
Yeah.
And if there's still another whole half of a season to go through,
mm-hmm.
There's still quite a bit of room for filler episodes.
Yeah. So, I don't know. Kelly's central episode, it's cool. I like Kelly. Not really a fan of Kelko. Oh, but... but, hey... But anyway, let's move on until before this gets too awkward. Curse of the Blood Moon, which is making me wonder, am I going to have to rename my channel Donkey Moon or Blue Moon? Because I'm like, Curse of Blood Moon, so I guess the Blood Moon was not good after all.
I think that's the thing. We'll have to see, because it says curse, but...
Yeah, that's I was looking through comments of when they announced this episode, and everyone was like, Curse of Blood Moon, what could that possibly mean?
I'm wondering if it's like an episode where they figure out that there's some sort of condemnation with being chosen by the Blood Moon, or however that works. And so it off the bat, it's already called or established as a curse because most people see it in a negative context. But Star and Marco figure out how to use it in their advantage.
Yeah. Because we've seen throughout the series basically Star and Marco's relationship, other than they look like a cute couple, if I do say myself, is that basically their relationship works in the sort of you scratch my back, I'll scratch yours kind of a manner.
The other thing, too, that I've been thinking is one of the implications of Blood Moon, especially with who's involved, implies royalty, right?
Yeah.
And we have to remember Star probably still has no interest in actually being a queen.
Yeah.
Never has. And the only reason she's doing anything about it right now is because her people depend on her and she sees that she has a lot of responsibility.
Right.
Now, being stuck with that and even having something like this tell her, hey, you are destined to do this.
Mm-hmm.
And here's even the person who's going to help you do it. It's your best friend,
Mm-hmm.
but you're still going to have to do this. You're still going to be a ruler. You're still going to have responsibilities. You're still going to have to do all of that stuff that you never wanted to do in the first place.
Mm.
And in a sense, I could totally see that through Star's eyes as a curse.
Yeah.
Because, you know, it's kind of tying her down even more than she originally felt when she was, you know, talking about how she didn't want to be a queen and she just wanted to live her own life. And Marco had even put her hopes up saying, hey, well, you don't have to do it if you don't want to.
Mm-hmm. And even then, he did say that, you know, when you take over Muni, you can rule Muni however you want.
And that's how that's how I figure they're going to twist this. If that is how they're going. So if they do end up seeing that as a form of if they do end up seeing it as a form of a curse, they can flip it on its head and say like, well, hey, you're in the position, you get to make the decision. You want to do it some other way? Do it. Yeah.
It sounds pretty good. Wow, how is it that we came up with, like, you know, you're relatively quick, particularly you turned it into positive, and everyone on is like freaking out and saying, curse the blood moon, was the blood moon not a good thing after all?
I don't know. This is just what I'm thinking. I can still be completely off, and it's just like a horrible thing that happens, and I have to apologize for getting everyone's hopes up.
Yeah, but because like I definitely see it's possible. It's just like in my mind, and I'm not just saying that because you know I ship Star and stuff, but like I mainly just associated with the blood moon being it's the bond between Star and Marco. Because the thing about it is, there's relationships in Star, but it's not like Moon and River got touched by a blood moon. There's something much more specific in the case of like the bonding between Star and Marco. It's not just another, even if you take the romantic context out of it, it's not, another, there's more to it than just they're fused.
Right. They just seem to work really well together, like in the sense of coming up with ideas.
Mm-hmm.
And I think having the responsibilities that they do, it works out really well.
Yeah.
So I think that plays a lot into it too, because I mean, low key, or maybe not even that low key, they both got themselves a rebellion going.
Yeah.
And they're kids.
Mm-hmm.
So
yeah,
I mean, they're very capable of a lot of things most typical kids would not see themselves capable of. I'm gonna take this off because I'm getting a little warm.
Yeah. So, I mean, that in itself, the mystery of the blood moon in itself, is a huge question in the show, rather than just, they're going to get together in the end. Like, there's just some, because, like, Tom said the blood moon only comes once every 667 years, right?
Mm-hmm.
So, there's got to be something, because if it was just pairing, well, look at Moon and River. So I guess it just goes back into, what is it? Just like, the mystery of, like, I always wonder what's the significance of, Moonstar, Meteor, and Eclipse having Heart, Diamond, Spade, and Clover, like the card suits. Like, to me, it's
Right.
just as much a mystery as that. Like, is it going to be like in Gravity Falls, where it turns out that, Wheel was, all the characters, coming together in the end to take down Bill Cipher? Like, is it going to be something like that?
Right.
Or, I don't know. I don't know. This is just me throwing shade at the Steven Universe fandom. Or, who knows, maybe the four of them will merge together and make some kind of
Oh,
Force
speaking
2.
of that, you know that happened, right?
In Star?
No, Steven.
I mean, yeah, I'm talking about Super Watermelon Island. I haven't been caught up on Steven
No, no,
Universe.
no. Like you know the temple, right?
Yeah?
The temple's supposed to be a fusion of all the crystal gems,
Mm-hmm.
and it happened.
Well, that's cool. I'll just have to get caught up to hear what's
Yes,
going on.
it's amazing. You need to catch up. It's almost done. It's almost done.
Well,
Okay.
yeah. But anyway, back to
Another little
Star.
rant there.
So it's just a really huge mystery, because when I think about, like, Star and Marco's relationship, it's definitely had its ups and downs, and they've tried, hooking up with others in the past, Marco and Jackie, and Star and Tom twice in that instance.
Right.
So
Hmm.
yeah, I mean, who knows? Not to mention, do you remember, people brought this up before, that scene in the Saint O's episode where I think Star was standing over a floor pattern of the moon, and Marco was over the sun.
No, I didn't. I don't think I remember that.
Yeah, I'll have a screenshot in the video. Let me see if I could find it and show you and Gabby. Yeah, this. Look at this. Get the exposure working.
Oh, wait, that looks like Mm, that might very well come into play.
Yeah, where Marco, well, in this case, Marco's standing next to his son, and Star, I mean, they're both on top of a star, but she's closer to this star pattern here.
Yeah.
But there's some kind of correlation. We're not sure what it is, aside from just, the, standard, oh, maybe they'll end up together. So yeah, maybe I don't have to change my name after all.
Yay!
Yeah.
Yay!
Because, yeah, I mean, Penny suggested, why don't I just change my name to Blue Moon Bobby, but we're not going there, and I don't even need to ask why the name Donkey Moon Bobby is.
Oh, jeez. No.
I don't know why, just,
Either way, the name's still fitting. Still fitting.
yeah. But we'll just have to see. I'm just wondering, though, because, Star is well known for its cliffhangers, so is that episode going to end on a cliffhanger? And
I'm already expecting it. I'm already expecting it to.
yeah. Hold on to your butts, shippers.
Oh, jeez. Don't
Okay,
get the
so
right things out of you.
yeah, okay, so we got to, got through the entire list. I mean, looking back, are there any others is there something we may have missed?
Mm. Hmm. Not really. I don't think so.
Nope.
I'm still wondering though, what's up with Ransom Graham?
Yeah.
Because it seems from there, after the next episode, you see implications of moving around.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm wondering if that's what instigates the whole thing where, they end up from some sort of lake house to, out in the wilderness to a forest, wondering if somebody got kidnapped. And that's why they're running around.
Trying to find that person?
Yes, that could very well be it too. What if someone just snatches Globgore and starts running away with him? And now Eclipse is pissed.
First of all, it's really hard to imagine Eclipse being pissed.
Well, because she wouldn't really be pissed. She would just be sad. Like, why the hell are you taking my husband? Bring him back, please. I need that.
Yeah, I mean, wow, that's one heck of an introduction. It's like Globgore is free, and now he's captured.
Well, I don't know. I feel like before she manages to free him, like the guy who crystallizes everyone just decides to snatch him and starts going off with him.
You mean Romulus?
You're not gonna crystallize him. My gut feeling told me he's evil. We're not doing this again.
I mean, it would be funny, but I don't know if they would drag it out through, like, several episodes.
No, because, I mean, I'm putting it in an extremely hilarious context. Think about that sort of irrationality actually going overboard. That could be a thing.
Or, who knows, maybe Romulus will... Well, maybe he'll be in disguise, and at first we don't know who kidnapped Globgore, but when it's revealed, it's like, Romulus?
Yeah, and even then, if it's not just Romulus, even Romulus can be persuaded. But
True.
I'm thinking, what if the whole council kind of got together to make that happen?
Wow, this just makes the Magic High Commission seem even shadier than they already are.
Bro, they've already been hinting at how shady they are. They could totally pull that off.
Yeah.
I'm dead set on this now. Oh.
But no, I could totally see it happening though. It's just weird because
want to keep the order of things. This is how it is.
Yeah,
and that's been pushed so much with the High Commission. Yeah, we've already seen that a lot of what goes on with the High Commission isn't necessarily even a matter of what's right and what's wrong anymore, but more of what has been the case for so long. And there's such a history of humans and monsters being separated. I wouldn't put it past them to be that dead set on keeping it that way.
Yeah.
And in fact, that being why they wanted to keep Meteora away from Globgore, because it would instigate this whole thing where monsters and humans would come together and they would consider that chaos.
And possibly it might even throw out the Magic High Commission.
Possibly, or incorporate monsters into the High Commission. Really, really open monsters.
Yeah, I could see that not working well for.
And not working well in the sense of they won't do a good job, but not working well as in the High Commission will be who's this new person? Why are they in here?
You will not take power from me.
No.
Yeah. Well, now we're making it sound like Magic High Commission is the Illuminati.
I mean, have they not been hinting at that the whole time?
I mean, basically, yeah. But it's just why does this feel like an even deeper conspiracy?
Because that's the thing. If you notice how it's been going on with the High Commission this whole time, it's just been going slowly deeper and deeper and deeper into it.
Yeah.
At first it's oh, okay, the High Commission made a mistake. Then it's going oh, the High Commission doesn't really want this stuff going out. Oh, the High Commission is actually really secretive. Wow, I wonder what secrets they have.
Actually, yeah, come to think of it, to the point where Moon is helping Eclipse sneak around their headquarters.
Yeah, Moon, who was very involved with the High Commission, is actually, just not listening to them anymore. It's yeah, the tables are turning, and the light is being shined down to put clarity upon all of this. This came out so weird.
But it makes sense.
Yes.
Yeah.
That would be so fitting too, because of the messages that have been kind of like hinted through Star. Because I know I tend to push a little bit of a political context behind a lot of it, but
But it makes sense. It makes sense though. Yeah.
The whole thing with Humans and Monsters is clearly, people's like reflecting how people are talking about,
like racism and that kind of thing.
Certain countries.
Yeah.
So, I wouldn't, it would be very fitting to put that kind of like message behind it if that's the kind of thing they're trying to, push.
Mm-hmm.
Where it's like, okay, there should be openness. Anybody who's trying to keep this closed, they may not have our best interests in mind.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Plus, we've still yet to see anything that puts Eclipsa in a completely negative light.
Mm-hmm.
And the only two possibilities are the people who put her in a bad light are actually the bad people,
mm-hmm.
the High Commission, or there's just a complete 180 turn and something happens with Eclipsa and she just goes haywire.
Mm-hmm. Now I'm just thinking, is it possible that maybe all these people like Toffee and such may actually be more ticked at the High Commission than really like Star Moon?
That actually could make a lot of sense and would explain why Toffee doesn't even really kind of like, how do I say this? Like, he never really had Star and Marco as like the big picture. It doesn't seem like.
Mm-hmm.
So possibly his main goal could be to get to the High Commission.
Mm-hmm.
That makes so much sense.
I think it's possible that since Moon is technically...
Stop me!
Yeah. No, but keep going. It sounds really interesting. Now I'm just wondering, like, what was I going to say about Moon? Like, since she's a member, is it possible that maybe she's, gradually been, like, roped into their sort of agenda? And...
Well, that's the thing. I don't think they had her roped in, because if she did, she wouldn't agree with it.
Mm-hmm.
Because she's starting to see what kind of stuff they're into now, and she's like, I don't want no part in this. This isn't good. So, yeah, I think they were just keeping her in the dark the whole time.
Yeah, this is suddenly like going into like Minority Report territory, the Steven Spielberg, where it's just like it's a twist you absolutely don't see coming. Like it's hinted, but you don't expect it to be this big a conspiracy.
Oh, dang. I tend to pull things out, though, so there's that, too.
Yeah. But it's utterly convincing, though. Like, it makes a whole ton of sense.
Oh, gee.
Hey, it's not like you leaked script or anything like that.
But there you have it. That's what I got to add to this whole thing.
Yeah.
I'm just waiting to be completely wrong once the episodes come out.
Mm-hmm. I mean, given that this is Star and it's a show that, was quite known for making some really big twists, I'd say anything is possible.
Anything is possible.
Like, I'm even, like, technically...
So many possibilities.
Like, because, like, I even remember going through, like, last season wondering, are they gonna kill Moon off? Oh no, she's in her armor. Dead.
Oh god.
But as I covered in one of my early Butterfly Show episodes, I could tell you, at least from, given that this is Disney, they probably won't. Because could you imagine if they not only they have to kill Moon off, but they also kill Eclipsa off?
No! No, don't say that.
Well, I don't think they will. I thought they would do that, but this is before they made more episodes about Eclipsa. Like, this is back when I thought that Eclipsa was the Antichrist.
Oh, Eclipsa. She just wants chocolate, guys. She just wants chocolate and her husband.
I know.
Her husband made out of chocolate.
Okay, this is just getting ridiculous.
Just take a giant bar of chocolate and carve it into the shape of him. and then put it next to him.
Uh-huh.
So she could be like, look, I'm munching your head off. And just go, ah.
Yeah. So I guess the other thing is like, there's honestly so many questions that, season 3 left on. Like I even think back to, remember when people panicked because Moon's handprints in the at least last couple episodes, there was like a scene when they were like purple and they were like, why are they purple? Is she still cursed?
I forgot about that.
Yeah.
What ended up happening with that? I don't remember.
Well, we don't know. We just like people brought that up and it's like we don't really know. The one silver lining to that is because remember when she gets in the magic dimension, she splashes the magic water in her black eye and it goes back to normal.
Yeah.
You think it's possible that maybe, she no longer has the dark magic, or is it still, bothering her? Like, I remember I brought up, I was wondering if it's possible if it might even axe Moon at some point.
It's hard to say. Because, I mean, there's no sense of implication that she had gained it from anything besides being taught it by Eclipsa.
Mm-hmm.
So let's say she did lose it, she can still get it back.
Yeah.
Oh no, that's it.
So there's so many questions. Again, asking things like, why does Toffee have the skull with the spades, and where will Star Marco's relationship go? Because it's fair to assume, especially since this is the last season, that more than likely Star is gonna end up being queen, right?
Yeah.
But
That's
the
so
cool
cute.
thing that the show does is, even if you can guess where it's going, how they're gonna get there it's not easy to pinpoint.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which I think they're doing a really good job of because, yeah, it's really hard to tell where they're going with this.
Yeah. I mean, we don't really know if it's going to be a case where, like, Moon's going to die off. Or, as you said, maybe it's possible that Eclipsa just, says, hey, I don't really want the throne. I just want to get back with my family. And, you can have it back. And then maybe Moon will see that, or maybe Moon will say something along the lines of that Star has, like, a better vision of, what Muni should be. So it's technically possible that, for Moon to just, hand over the throne, because even going back to the Star Marco's Guide to Mastering Every Dimension, Star said that human queens can, give up the throne if they just want to retire.
Oh, wow. I could definitely see that playing in.
Yeah. And even just the logic of Comet already got axed off, so it's very hard for me to imagine them axing off Moon so that Star can be queen.
Right.
But I guess it kind of just goes back to how technically Star isn't, of butterfly blood, because what happened when, with Meteora, where she got switched out with Festivia.
Yeah, there's that too. So many questions.
Yeah, so many. I mean, it's easy to just say, oh, well, Star's a very capable person, so, why should we ask? But then again, it's like, But then again, Star did originally give the throne to Eclipsa because, she said that it's your rightful thing. So it could just go back into what you said, where Eclipsa's like, I just want my family back. Ruling isn't really for me. You can have the throne, Star.
Yeah, I could still I'd probably still bet on that in that sense.
Yeah.
But just exactly what happens after that is anyone's guess.
Mm-hmm. And then, of course, there's a question of why does Marco get the moons on his cheeks when, he gets the wand?
Yeah, that's another question.
Mm-hmm. It's funny. I wonder if she's gonna watch this video. One of my Instagram followers, Arlene, we actually met her at the Gallery Nucleus. Remember there was somebody who dressed as Eclipsa? Yeah,
Yeah.
she went on like my Instagram comment section when I posted today, and she was like, "I have so many questions, including the moon cheeks."
Oh, right.
Yeah, so it's just like, we'll find out.
Hopefully. Jeez, I think we gotta start making like a list of like things that haven't been answered yet.
Yeah, this is pretty much why I was saying maybe they'll make a 5th season, because this is a large amount of questions for one season, and
Oh, that's true.
yeah. And knowing the way Star goes, it's not like they're gonna, give an answer in every episode. And who knows, maybe it'll be like Avatar where they don't give everything out, and if you want to know how the story really ends, you gotta buy their, graphic novels. Which they're already kind of doing, because, the Magic Book of Spells details the lives of the past queens.
Right, right.
And it's hard to imagine, they're going to make episodes dedicated to teaching about, all these queens.
Yeah, that was actually, that sounds like it was a pretty good move then.
Yeah.
It would have taken up too much space.
Yeah, I mean, it would be fascinating, but it would just veer too much from, the show itself.
Right.
Yeah. Although, no, I'd be interested in knowing, what was Moon's life like after she, quote-unquote, defeated Toffee the first time, and how she... Well, I guess I could read the book, because, it kind of talks about how Moon, got married with River. But, all these questions, so many. I mean, do you have any more, Gabby, that we could ask?
I don't think so, no.
No. Yeah, we went quite a ways. So, yeah, I think we'll end it off here. Definitely excited. And don't worry for the people watching. I'm not going to check it out like last season where it took me forever to get caught up. This time, and I'll get caught up as soon as I can, as the episodes come out. I don't know if, are we going to do, a weekly review thing?
Oh, geez. I mean, do you want to?
If possible.
Well, we'll see how it works out.
Yeah. But yeah, I'm definitely really interested. Kind of sad to see Star go. Well, part of me is like, okay, hey, that means no more heart attacks at the end of every season. And so you could just move on and go, get caught up on Craig of the Creek, Steven Universe, and the Owl House, which, do you know about the Owl House, Gabby?
Yes, I do know about the Owl House.
Which I kind of feel like a lot of people are treating as the successor of Star, in a way.
Maybe.
But, if that show's interesting...
It's more or less from that same circle of people, so...
Yeah. I mean, I'm just kind of wondering, in that case, though, because I feel like I'm in an Into the Spider-Verse situation where everyone's all excited, and I'm the one who's I mean, it looks cool, but what's to get excited for? But hopefully it'll be Into Spider-Verse where, I go watch it, and I'm like, oh, this is amazing!
Oh, shoot, yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, there's not a lot to go off of as to how it's going to be, because, I mean, pretty much all we have is, a synopsis and a poster. So, yeah.
Yeah, definitely looking forward to it. And it does kind of have me wondering, since my channel's name is Blood Moon Bobby, and my logo is of me cosplaying as Marco. It does kind of, left me wondering, am I going to have to change, my channel when Star ends? Which, for the foreseeable future, no, because it's not like when Star ends, everybody's memory's going to be wiped, and it's who the heck is that?
Right.
I mean, if there's anything I could take from the Gravity Falls, Wander Over Yonder, and Kim Possible fandoms, I mean, people will still remember the show.
Of course.
It's not like it's going to be a fad that goes away tomorrow.
Well, no, there's been too much of it.
No. It's not going to be like Gangnam Style, where one day everybody is doing the Gangnam Style, and then the next day people are like, why are you listening to that song?
No, it was still the most listened to music video until Despacito came.
I wonder. Yeah. Let's end it off here. We've gone in so many directions. So
All right.
So this has been our lengthy season 4 discussion. Hopefully it'll all go good. Let me know how you guys feel. Are you sad to see Star go? Let me know your thoughts. Are you excited for season 4? Leave in the comments below. And so until next time, this has been Bloodman Bobby and Gaby, and we'll see you guys later.
Bye.
Bye. Hey guys, thanks for watching this episode of The Butterfly Show. Please subscribe to the Blood Moon Bobby YouTube channel. Remember to hit the bell to be notified about our latest videos. Give this video a like if you enjoyed it, share it, and follow Blood Moon Bobby on social media to hear the latest about our thoughts on Star versus the Forces of Evil. See you next time.